Alright, people. So I'm here with your 2015 Royal Rumble. I was kicking some fucking... I got my cap to my water bottle, if you were wondering why I was doing that. It was in my way. Can't get in my way of my feet. I always move around all the time when I'm doing these videos because I get so pissed off most of the time. So I want to keep the space around my feet clear. Sometimes there's like a bunch of shit right here, when I'm about to do my video. And I'm like, because I'm always like moving around and shit, so I gotta keep that area clear. So let's get with the review here. I already did a preview, kind of. A bunch of people requested me to do videos of like who I thought was gonna return, who I want to return, who I think's gonna win the Rumble match, who I want to win the Rumble match. A lot of requested. I don't even know if those were the exact ones, but I got a ton of them. So if you want to, go check out that video. And then I also want to add one more to that. I was requested to do who I think is going to return at the Rumble. And somebody pointed this out to me that Orton, I think Orton's going to return. I mean, that's kind of obvious. I think Orton will return at the Rumble. So I want to add that to the list of who I think is going to return. Randy Orton, I think, will return. Kind of forgot that, but I'm going to add that because that was one of the requested topics I was requested to do in the Rumble, that I did in the Royal Rumble preview video. So I want to add that to that list too. So let's get started here with this review. We got the New Age Outlaws, and I got this list off of WWE.com. Not really going to put a link to notes or anything because it's right off of WWE.com. New Age Outlaws versus The Ascension. I think The Ascension are going to win here because the New Age Outlaws and the rest of the Legends got the upper hand on Raw. So it only makes sense kind of that The Ascension is going to win. And I don't think, they just brought up The Ascension, so I don't think they're going to make him lose in their first pay-per-view match. I think they're going to give him the win over the Outlaws because of, just because they seem kind of high on these guys, and I think they want to push them. Do I think it's going to be I don't think it's going to be a good match. I mean, Road Dogg and Billy Gunn, I mean, it's kind of cool to see them still wrestling in pretty good shape, but they're not that great of wrestlers. And The Ascension aren't anything too special either, so I don't think it's going to be that exciting of a match. Next one, Brock Lesnar, John Cena, and Seth Rollins. I think Brock's going to win here because I really think that Brock's going to face Bryan for the belt at Mania. So I think it's going to be a pretty exciting match. I mean, it's three guys. Really, anything can happen. And it's not really too predictable of a match either. I'm saying Lesnar, but I think it could go either way. Really. I think anybody in this match could win here. I think probably not Rollins because he has Money in the Bank, but it's always possible, I think. But I think it's going to be a good match. Again, triple threats, no DQ. Hopefully they'll use that. No disqualification stipulation. And I think, again, a lot of shit could happen here. So I think Lesnar will win, though. I think he'll, again, go on to face Bryan at Mania. The 2015 Rumble match, I think Bryan's going to win here. I already talked about who I think is going to return, who I want to return, who I want to win. I want Bryan to win, and I do think he is going to win and face Lesnar at the Rumble. Again, I already talked about that a lot in my Royal Rumble preview video. But, I think Bryan's going to win. Do I think it's going to be a good match? I don't, it gets boring a lot. The exciting thing is the returns, and they haven't really done a great job on returns in the past few years. 2 years maybe, I don't know. But, I'm hopeful that they'll bring back some cool people, at least, like last year they brought Kevin Nash. I mean, it's not that special. It's not like it's that special. Kevin Nash. I thought JBL was cool until he was eliminated in 20 seconds. At least, they could have him done a clothesline from hell, but then he gets eliminated in 20 seconds because he's giving his jacket to Michael Cole and then he gets dumped over the top rope. How retarded is that? And then you had Sheamus. Yeah, so cool. Sheamus is back. Who gives a shit? So I think, again, Bryan's going to win. Again, I think this match is going to drag out a bit. Hopefully there will be some good returns, but I'm not expecting it. I'm expecting it to be a lackluster match. The Usos versus Miz and Mizdow. I think the Usos are gonna retain. I think they're gonna do something with Sandow and Miz for Mania. So I don't think they have any plans to win the belts. I think it's gonna be a boring match. I mean, we've seen this numerous times over the past month or two. I'm tired of it. Can we move on to something different? And I think Miz and Mizdow are, if anybody, should have the belts in this situation, and they shouldn't even be facing the Usos. The Usos deserve to be on fucking, a fucking indie show with 100 people watching or 50 people watching. I mean, they don't deserve to be in the fucking Rumble, on the fucking Royal Rumble. Then we get Paige and Natalya versus the Meltons. What the fuck is this match doing on here? Fucking jobbers. So I think Paige and Natalya are gonna win because they're the baby faces, and like, who the fuck cares about this match? So it'll probably be a boring fucking match, and I don't fucking. It's kind of a guess, but yeah, I think Paige and Natalya will come out with the. You're always watching the Rumble. And you're like, oh, how many or like a pay-per-view, and you're like, oh, how many matches to the main event? And then you're like, oh, the main events, and we only got one more match and then the main event, and then you hear the Divas music, and you're like, oh fuck, I forgot about that match, or oh fuck, I forgot about this jobber match with Adam Rose or some shit like that. And then we get the New Day versus Cesaro, Kid, and Rose, which is a kickoff match. It says here. I think the New Day are going to win. I mean, again, they've shown no love towards Cesaro and Tyson Kidd, two of the most talented wrestlers in the company, and two of the most underused wrestlers in the company. I think they're going to make the New Day win for some fucking odd reason. I mean, that's Vince's logic there. Make three fucking jobbers who like to dance around with old women win over actually two good fucking quality wrestlers. I think it's going to be a stupid match with the New Day, dude. I think it has the potential to actually be not a bad match, but I think just the New Day winning will just override, a lot of the good wrestling, if any, in this match. And yeah, that's it. So there you go, people. There's your Rumble predictions. I think the show might be all right. I mean, I'm looking forward to the title match, WWE title match. The Rumble, I'm always looking. I always look forward to something like the Rumble, where there could be a lot of good returns. I'm not getting my hopes too high though with this company, and that's pretty much it. I mean, I guess Rollins could cash in after the match too, possibly. So I mean, at least there's some shit to look forward to, and who's gonna win the Rumble? That's always something to look forward to. So yeah, kind of at least there's some shit to look forward to. So I think it might be an alright show, maybe. So there you go, people. There are your predictions.